Who is Rick Engstrom? Administrator, husband, leader, Christian, or is he? Who is the real Rick Engstrom, and should he really be hosting FNL? Rick Engstrom wants you to believe that he has the best interest of this campus community in mind. But Rick Engstrom is nothing more than a power-hungry, greedy, ruthless, and disgusting tyrant. You've been fed that he is the director of residence life. Directorship? The only ship he should be directing is his ship back to California. You know who else is from California? Charles Manson. Rick Engstrom wants to ruin this campus with his liberal agenda. And has anyone even seen his college transcripts? I know I haven't. And who are these employees, these so-called RDs and RAs, that Rick has hired to do his dirty work for him? We brought our questions to one of Rick's old friends. We've hidden his appearance to ensure his safety.
I grew up with Rick. His uncle owned a farm, and I used to go out and help him and stuff. But one day, took me out to this field, this big field, and there were all these sheep there. This is a huge flock of sheep. And he looked at me right in the eyes, and he pointed to them, and he said, "This is how I see people."
That's right. Sheep. The Residence Life staff is nothing more than mindless cyborgs, hardwired to do their master's bidding. Speaking of pawns, the man wants you to believe that Dr. Henry Spalding was fairly elected as the university president. But how do we know that Henry Spalding is not operating under the direct command of Rick Engstrom? Rick Engstrom once said,
"Basketball's cool."
And now, a new arena is being built right as Spalding takes office? How do we know that Ariel Arena is actually a sports complex? Ariel Arena or Castle Engstrom? Are these flood barriers or the start of an empire? Is this to keep water out or us in? First it was curfew, but now he wants to imprison us. Don't be blinded by these supposed campus enhancements. Open your eyes to the truth.
One time, I came to his house, and I walked inside, and he had a pig hanging from the ceiling. And I was like, "Rick, what are you doing? This is crazy." And he said, "I've always wanted to do this." And he started to gut the pig in front of me. And he didn't want me to leave, and he just wanted me to watch. And he just wanted to rip the pig apart. His blood. He wanted the blood on his hands. And we didn't eat it. We didn't use it. We just threw it away afterwards. He wanted the blood on his hands. He wanted to feel and look at the blood on his hands.
Just how deep does Rick Engstrom's evil plot go? And how thick is his web of lies knit? We all know that for the sun to rise, the sun god Ra will have to complete his cycle through the heavens. But Rick Engstrom plans to open the underworld, which would lead to the release of the serpent Apophis, who will swallow the sun. Can we afford the sun to be swallowed? Can we afford Rick Engstrom?
I've never been so afraid of anything in my life.
How long will we let this totalitarian stay in power? And how long will we allow ourselves to be blinded and controlled by this unjust regime? We can't afford to let Rick Engstrom host FNL.
I'm Travis Keller, and I approve this message.